Hey guys, good evening. So Donov here, and yeah, I thought to just create this video for the purpose of making a commentary reference to the trade we actually took today on the community. So yeah, so what was I expecting from or let's say prior to the New York session, right? So prior to the New York session, when I came to the chart and came to like look on what price was doing, on how maybe price was reacting to levels, right? I saw how we were in the consolidation right here, right after the big move yesterday. Yesterday trade, like I actually also shared yesterday idea on the community, but I was hooked up in this trade, right? I took a buy from here. I was already on profit here and I got stopped out on break even before it went to my target, right? So yesterday trade was a break even trade for me. I was not part of this move, but I was part of the first one, right? If you go lower to the 1 minute time frame on yesterday, you get to see what I'm talking about. So when I came to the market today, I saw this consolidation. Price was just in this range, right? We made a low, we made a high. We made a wick lower than this low, but then the body of the candles remained in the zone, right? So we made a high, made a low, made a high, made a low, right? Still inside this particular zone. So I just looked at it and I said, okay, we're in a consolidation, right? And based on ICT teaching on enterprise delivery action, on consolidation, expansion, retracement, and reversal, right? So after consolidation, I was expecting that the market would expand, right? Expand to the upside in form of a manipulation and then reverse, right? And that was like what I was expecting, for the market to take either this pool of liquidity here or this one right here, or even this one right here before running lower, right? So yeah, so I was expecting that to happen. And when the New York session started, there was an SMT divergence here with S&P 500. S&P 500 made a higher high, while Nasdaq failed to make a higher high at that point right there. So I kind of like was looking at that as a confluence, but I did not get an entry, right? This is the 15 minutes time frame. I did not get an entry from that confluence, so I waited. And also sharing on the community, I told like everybody to just wait, right? That we're actually going to get the setup. So I waited and the market was like in a zone ranging, right? And so from looking at that, right, and from maybe experiencing looking at the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 markets for like 2 years or thereabout, right? So I was expecting that volatility came into the market on the equity open, the 9:30 a.m. equity open, right? That was where I was expecting volatility to come in. So the 9:30 equity open started, right? It came, volatility as expected came. We saw a high, a low, a high, a low, and then I saw this high to the upside, right? And in this form, I saw this as a manipulation, right? But then I did not just start selling here because it will be that I'm just trading without a confirmation, right? I'm just maybe wanting to just catch top or maybe catch bottom, right? Which is actually not the right thing to do. So I actually waited for price to present itself to me that okay, this is it, like this is the willingness, right? I wanted price to show me the willingness to go lower, right? But if I'm going to be shorting here, there was no willingness of price to go lower, right? The willingness of price to go lower for me, and how I'm able to like decode that, is maybe through a quick displacement and then maybe a retracement into the fair value gap or maybe order block, right? So I waited, and then around 9:43, 9:45, right, the market started going down. I saw a quick displacement in price, breaking this structure right here, right? So we broke this structure right here. That's the market structure shift for me, and then I was expecting that the market come into this fair value gap, right? But then one of the things I've also learned from execution is that most times I actually let it come into the fair value gap, or then I like execute at the order block right here. So I actually utilized the order block for my entry today because I don't know, but I just felt like it was one of the best things to do today. So I utilized the order block for my entry today. That was what I actually used today for my entry. So I entered around here, right? And though the market actually gave another entry right here. If you look closely, this is a fair value gap, right? This could have even been like another entry. Do you understand? Maybe for people that did not enter on the first order block which I actually entered from, right? So this could have been like another entry pattern. So I entered here, and then I was seeking to target this pool of sell side liquidity right here. Let me show you guys. So I was seeking to target this pool of sell side liquidity right here, right? This low, and then also this low, this consolidation low right here. So that was like what I was expecting price to attack, right? So we got another entry, and then price started running lower, and then around 10 a.m. we got another entry into this fair value gap, right? Retracement into fair value gap, and then price continued to go lower. So I got out around somewhere here before we made a sweep into the sell side liquidity. So this like was how I actually took the trade, how I was able to like catch this sell trade on Nasdaq. Kind of like simple, right? No complex stuff, kind of like still the same thing we do, or actually maybe look out for in the market, maybe something like this. Let's say something like this, right? So I was able to like learn this from ICT, right? So like this is kind of like what I actually utilized today, kind of like my normal what do they call it, my normal edge or my normal system of entry. So nothing special, nothing so amazing you get about it. So it's kind of like still the same thing I do every day. So yeah, this is kind of like what I actually did and how I was able to like catch the trade. So yeah, stay updated, right, in the community, and yeah, like share this video to your friends and family, share to your buddies, your trading buddies, tell them to join the Collins community, so they can also get to see how I trade. I actually share like my executions publicly to my community, right? So yeah, guys, take care and have a wonderful night's rest.